Hi everybody, it's Farmer John and welcome to Just Think About It. Well, today we're going to start with planting our raised beds. In my previous video you could see how we got them all filled up using the excavator, and pretty excited about not having to do this by hand. Would have taken me days and it took him an hour, so it's a great deal. I'd like to thank Kimmy for helping me with the wood chips on that deal. She sure was a trooper. So we're going to plant potatoes in this raised bed. Those potatoes are from last year. I left them down in the basement, and since I only got 10 other ones, I usually cut these, but I don't want to cut them and then not plant them. So I'm going to go ahead and just do 16 potatoes. I'll set these out and then go ahead and get them planted. This one is going to be onions. These are sweet onions. And if that's not enough, I'll go back and get some more. Potatoes I'm going to try to plant about 12 to 18 inches apart, probably 3 rows, and 5 in a row and 6 in a row, so that should be okay. And then on the onions, we're going to go about 6 inches apart and try to load this raised bed up. Anyway, I'll show you some of the progress. I'm trying to change up the videos a little bit and show you what I do. So anyway, hang in there. Usually people don't even last this long in my videos, so don't forget to like and subscribe and share it on your social media. But liking it would really it makes me smile. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, what I like to do is set out my plants to where I'm going to plant them. And basically, because I have such shallow dirt here, I'm only going to go down about 4 or 5 inches and plant these. It's not real hard, especially since this is brand new garden soil. And see what happens. I don't know about these long treads on the potatoes, but some of them are nice and long, some of them just sitting there. Again, this row here is from last year's potatoes that we never ate, so I left them here, and so we're just going to plant them because I have extra space. So we'll start with these 16. I am very late planting potatoes because I couldn't, I needed to get the raised beds, as you saw in the videos. I'm much later than I normally would be. Potatoes should have been in a month ago, but it is what it is. So we'll see if they come up, and hopefully we don't have a problem with the voles like we did last year. And there we go. We got ourselves some potatoes planted. I'm pretty excited about getting the garden started. It's going to rain tomorrow. There's like a 90% chance of rain. So yeah, should hopefully get these started. Let's move on to the onions. Okay, so got the onions laid out. There's about 55 onions that are sweet onions. Looks like I have enough room for 30 more red onions if I want to go back. Basically, just stick my finger in, plant it, ready to go. That's all there is to it. These are really nice because they're starts, they're not onion sets. So the difference between starts and sets is a set is just a little bulb from last year's onion, and the starts are from seeds. So the first year I planted, I did starts and had very small onions and it just wasn't a very successful harvest. So this year I went and found sets at the local nursery, and that was last year, and you saw last year's harvest was about 60, over 60 sweet onions and about 30 red onions. So I'm really hoping for a nice harvest here. Trying to keep them 5 to 6 inches apart. And I know this isn't really exciting video, but you know, planting a garden is exciting to some people. And certainly I'm one of them. You know, a lot of this is just having something to do and keeping myself busy, active, learning, and well, from there, you can't get much better than that. You know, I'm old now. I had a birthday the other day, 64, so I just want to keep learning and doing things and trying to find things that I'm interested in. So I'll go ahead and get the rest of these in, and we'll go from there. See you in a bit. Okay, there we go. We have 16 potatoes planted and 60 onions planted. Next, we're going to move on to the peppers and tomatoes. The tomatoes get here tomorrow. Well, not anymore, because she's not going to play golf with these ladies that are giving me the tomatoes. So I don't know when the tomatoes will go in, but I'll get the peppers in. I'll get the tomato racks in, and then I'll show you all that. That's next. Okay, everybody, we're going to get started on the peppers. I've laid them out. The first 2 rows are jalapeno peppers. My buddy John loves the jalapenos. Again, very basic. And I've read some different things about planting them deep and not planting them deep. The guy I just bought them from, he said that the next rows, the ones that are longer, got a little leggy on them. He says go ahead and plant those a little deeper, but I don't think I need to plant. What's that? I don't think I need to plant these jalapenos deeper than, and I purposely bought them shorter because I didn't want to have to worry about planting them deep or anything like that. This six is banana peppers. So I've heard a lot about sweet banana peppers. These I am going to plant a little deeper because the they got a little leggy, and because they probably sat at the nursery for too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant these a little bit deeper than I would the regular peppers. you know, it's not like I'm an expert at any of this, you know. I'm sure you all know that. I'm just kind of showing you what I do, what I've learned on YouTube. And I just try to do what I think is right, and if it isn't, then I learn and I figure it out. Next year I don't do it that way. So, you know, a good plant is pretty resilient. So there we go. Banana peppers, jalapenos. This here is a red bell. I'm gonna plant that because Kim likes the bell peppers. So it's already got a bell pepper going, and I'm picking that off because I want it to focus on growing roots and getting taller. The other, so that is a orange bell pepper, and this is a red bell pepper. So, you know, just take a few of these lower leaves off. Helps with disease. And yeah, wow, pretty much garden's grown. There's a jalapeno, I'm sorry, a pepper. I don't want any of those on there. And Shazam! Gardens planted. Now these racks here I have for the tomatoes. I wanted to put them in there so I could space for them. Doesn't look like I could use any more peppers. I have a half a bin of over there for onions, so I'm going to go figure something out there. And on the end, on the ground, I'm thinking about, Kim's been bugging me to do either eggplant, muskmelon, something like that. So I'll think about that, and that probably will be at the end of this video if I'm going to do it, because I have all week. I'm supposed to only put out a video once a week, and I put out today's video was filling the raised beds. Hopefully you guys all watched that, liked, subscribed, and shared the video on your social media. But anyway, I'll keep going. I think I'm going to go to the nursery right now and see what else I can buy to fill that raised bed over there. The one behind me is going to be green beans, and in the next section of this video I'll show you how I'm going to start the green beans inside, because I don't have much luck just sowing the seeds. So we'll go from there. Anyway, see you in a bit. Hey everybody. So today I ran and found some onion starts. We're going to do some more white onions, some red onions. Then here I did a row of carrots. So I haven't done carrots for a couple years. I just planted them, but it started storming here. I just got them in. I also found some potatoes that Yukon Golds that were on sale half off, so I figured, hey, I planted these yesterday, I might as well plant those. And on this end here we have 6 bush bean stringless green beans, and over there they're called contenders, and I got those. And so down in here I'm going to plant those broccoli, and I'm still waiting today. Kimmy went golfing with the 2 ladies that have the tomatoes plants, so she'll bring those home for me today, and I'll get that. I was also able to, before the rain, I was able to spread some of that good dirt down here where I took the wood off and put it there and planted some old grass seed that I had. And so we got that, and I also put some grass seed in these tracks that the excavator made that got that, and I did some work in the front yard before the rain came out, so got that patch, the extra dirt taken off and raked out, and put some seed on that. So there's a good look at the onions and the peppers, and we'll go from there. Let's keep growing. Okay, hi everybody, it's John, and we're going to finish off this video showing you how we finished the last beds. So this down in this area here are actually 12 seeded green beans, and I don't have a lot of luck direct sowing them, but I went ahead and did it this time because we're doing bush beans instead of pole beans. I was going to put up a big trestle in here, and I just felt like the wind and the things that the bush beans would do better, and plus I'm up higher, so I won't have as much problem really harvesting. We went ahead, and Kim wanted an eggplant, so I got her an eggplant, Japanese eggplant. And these are broccoli plants. And so we'll see how. I've never grown broccoli. I know it's very late, it's a cold crop, but I went ahead and picked them out and decided to try them. We did get the tomato plants. Unfortunately, I left them, they were leggy, and that's totally our fault. We never got them picked up from the lady, and so the 3 of them bent over during the wind and pretty much broke off. This is the last one that remains. It's a Sunny Boy. So I went ahead and bought a yellow, I don't know what it says, Brandywine, and so that's going to be for yellow tomatoes. They're supposed to be less acid, and I couldn't resist picking up an Amish paste. I've heard a lot about them on YouTube. They are kind of like a Roma, but they're bigger. So I'm trying to see how an Amish paste does. And of course, you know, we've got the basil, some thyme, some chives, and a rosemary plant. And so that's the garden. Seems like today's the first sunny day we've had all week. It's been rainy, windy, and today's Saturday, so of course it's the day I'll post this video. The onions look like they're doing okay. There's some good ones. I went back and bought some white onions and some red onions, and so I have 2 rows of white, 2 rows of red, and 4 rows of sweet onions. I'm a big sweet onion guy, and like I said in the previous section, that I got myself some Yukon Golds and planted those. So we'll see how this all kind of pans out. But anyway, done planting the garden completely. I'm not going to add any more unless something dies, or if the beans don't come up. Anyway, I sure would appreciate it if you'd like the video, subscribe, share it on social media, and I'm up to 462 views on the old tractor video. I must be something very riveting about buying a tractor. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next Saturday.